Hello, YouTubers. It's me again. So let's see. Closed on the house yesterday, and I'm in the camper. The closing was pretty much a nightmare, and I did cry during the closing, which I think is probably normal. Um, but it really was a difficult process. Uh, the realtor that I was dealing with was just crazy. She told her client that the house wouldn't appraise for, what I was asking, and it did. And so then she tried to beat me up on the inspection, and there wasn't anything wrong. So that kind of ticked her off. And they get there to do the walkthrough, and then she says, "Where's the washer and dryer?" And I said, "Well, you wrote to exclude it. You didn't want it." She said, "That's not true." And I said, "Well, I got to find the contract, but I'm trying to clean and get everything ready because the closing is in an hour." And meanwhile, this realtor is screaming at me because the washer and dryer isn't there. And then she says that she wants $600 uh, or they're not going to close. And at that point, I was like, I don't care. Then don't close because I'm not giving you $600. I said, but what I will do is I'll give you $200, and that's the best I can do because it's not in the contract. You excluded it. I haven't found the contract, but I will find it. And they were just terrible. And they said, well, then we want you to have them delivered, and it has to be delivered before we close in an hour. And I said, that's just not going to happen. She was just being so unreasonable. So I went outside because I needed to calm down, and I found the contract on my phone. 36 emails later, I found the contract, and I went and calmly showed it to her and said, this shows excludes washer and dryer, so I gave it away to somebody that really needed it. And she finally calmed down then, and we get to the closing, and she's like, well, we'll still take $200. And I said, oh my goodness. I said, you know what? I don't want to do bad business, and I want to sleep good at night. I said, it's your mistake. You wrote exclude, but I'll split the cost with you. So I ended up writing the girl a check for $100. What am I going to do? I just was so upset by that time. So, but that's neither here nor there. It's done. I think last time I told you I lost the bid on the house that I wanted up north. So, money goes into savings, I guess, or something secure to hold on to it until I can find a home. In the meantime, anything that can go wrong will go wrong when you move into an RV. I woke up to hearing water, and I didn't know where that was coming from, so I thought that maybe the toilet was running, so I let it make a little bit of noise, and because my alarm was going to go off at 7 anyway. But then I jumped up because it sounded like it was getting louder, and the sink was hooked up wrong. I put a residential sink in. I'll show you. I'll give you a little tour in a minute. But anyway, water was just pouring out. I opened up the front of it, and it sprayed me all in the face, and I was like, oh my goodness. And I got that all cleaned up and hooked up correctly. I guess my husband just put it in, but didn't use the purple sealer gluey stuff that you need to use. So anyway, I got that done, and then I learned all about how many things you can run at one time. For instance, you cannot run the TV, the hot water tank, which I'm heating up with electric because I don't have any propane yet, and did I say the coffee maker? And because that's always going, and the microwave and the AC. If you run all of those at the same time, you will flip the breaker. So that happened to me twice yesterday until I figured out just what I could run. So basically, I leave the hot water tank off, and then when it stays warm for a long time actually, and I took a whole shower in there, and I actually took my time just to see if I would run out of water, and I didn't. I probably don't look like I took a shower because I'm feeling a little haggard, but it did. I got to rinse my hair and shave my legs and do all of the girl things that we like to do. So that's a plus. Um, I'm on a 50 amp service, but the camper, since I didn't get the new one, is only a 30 amper, so I have to be a little bit careful. But it's, other than those couple of things that have happened, it's going pretty good. I bought a golf cart so that I could get to the laundry section without carrying all that stuff. Well, that's another thing. Um, cannot figure out where to keep the laundry, the dirty laundry. So it sort of lives in the shower. So we've been here 2 days. We closed yesterday, but we've been here a couple of days, and I've already done 2 loads of laundry because I can't stand anything out of place. Um, all in all, I feel really comfortable here. It's a nice park, and I have remodeled the camper to make it exactly like all my fur stuff and to make it exactly like what I want. This is a 2003 Montana, but you wouldn't know it looking at it. I still have a couple boxes that need to go in storage, but I'll give you a quick tour. This is the dining room area. We ripped out everything that was there. There's plenty of storage. We have a lot of electronic stuff, and it all seemed to fit in there pretty good. That was where the food was supposed to go, but instead it's all up there, which I don't really cook, so it's fine. Refrigerator's a little small, but it's doable. You know, I don't use the stove a ton because I don't cook, but anyway, I do have a very large in-charge TV, and a couple boxes still left. But we painted everything white and put up new wood on the slides, ripped down all those valances, added regular house curtains, real furniture, all new flooring, dog's toys. Dog bowls live there. I really especially like the dining area, even though it's really just for two. It fits well, and it's comfortable. And Logan likes to live under the table, so that's where she is staying. And I just did a lot of personalized things in here, and I just want to tell people, if you redo your camper, don't forget to paint the ceiling. It makes a really big difference. Like I said, 2 boxes left to go to storage. Got my whole stereo system all, not done the floor, as you can see. Need a smaller thing for my shoes. The dog, she's out there. She just loves to sit outside. I'm going to put a deck on there. Put a nice mirror up. I got 2 more storage, cupboard up there. The TV, that's where the cupboard was, and I took those out and put in the TV and moved the cupboard. If you come up into the bedroom area, I have a residential sink that I put in, and that's the one that leaked. Haven't picked out a light for there yet. The bed is actually pretty comfortable. Yes, I have an obsession with TV, so there's a mega large TV and all my stuff, and most of it fit all in here. I've got 1 box. Those are just papers. I need to go through that. The shower, well, I got it all covered up with towels and everything, but it's pretty comfortable. So anyway, what do y'all think? I think it came out pretty good. Pretty good. So my advice to anyone that's thinking, oh, don't look at those lights, I need to replace those. So my advice to anyone that's thinking about trying this so that you can be mortgage free, it's really, really scary. My biggest regret is that I worried through most of it instead of enjoying the process and letting God take over, because and I say this every time I do something, God always makes it come out right, and I don't understand his process. I guess we're not supposed to. So anyway, trust that it will all work out. And it does. And I'll be back when I start to do a little more remodeling outside. Nice deck. And I'm going to go get some plants today. And I'm going to do that. And I need a vacuum because I couldn't have my big one in here. So anyway, thanks for listening.